Okay, so see, that's weird.
Why is that weird?
I don't know. For me, that's just weird. Like, why would someone like you listen to Tupac?
I worked in a lot of restaurants, and we would always listen to that.
Really? Like in like the kitchen area?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay,
I think that's probably where I came from.
So you worked in a lot in restaurants, but you're 19.
I'm from Iowa, and in Iowa you can start working at 14, so I started working at 14.
Why? Why would you need to start working at such a young age?
I went to a really like rich, snobby school, and all my friends, like, they had, all their parents bought them like Jeeps and stuff. They all wore the same shit.
Sure.
But yeah, I just wanted money. So yeah, I just wanted to get it on my own.
Did you come from a relatively wealthy family?
We had more money when I was younger, but then my parents separated, and then my mom was on her own, so not really.
Yeah. That's
it wasn't
usually
terrible. I had a decent childhood, though.
No, I'm sure it was totally fine. You know, yeah, I'm sure it was nice.
Everyone's childhood is perfect.
Well,
you know,
to an extent.
I know. I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, I loved my childhood, and it's actually funny too because I worked at a very young age as well. My family owned restaurants. We owned restaurants, cool. So it is really cool. Yeah, but I was always the kid who worked for my father. I started working at my dad's restaurant since I was like 11 or something. I was the boy who would walk around, and this was like fine dining Italian. So I was the little kid who was walking around the tables filling up the waters and the wine and vinaigrette for their bread.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and I loved it. It was great. It was a really good experience. The only problem with that, of course, is the fact that I grew up only knowing how to work in a restaurant environment.
Yeah.
So when I started to actually try to get jobs now as a moderate, and as an adult, quote unquote, all I could get was kitchen stuff. That's all I could get.
You're literally raised on it.
I mean, even worse than that, an employer looks at my resume. Say, for instance, and this has happened, I'd apply for a different job, like a desk jockey at a police office or whatever. Like I even applied for like a dispatch job, right? Now, what's the first thing that they see on my resume? Restaurants. That's all they see. So that's the worst part. That's not really my fault. I just grew up in the environment that I lived in,
Yeah.
So actually, you know what? Tell me about that. So you, of course, worked starting at the age of 14. You're 19 now, so you had 5 years of working in miscellaneous kitchen work.
Yeah.
And now you do this.
Yeah. I worked in food for 5 years. My first job ever. So yeah, I'm from Iowa, and It's a very small town. Everybody's white. I had one black friend, literally. And the first job I ever had, it was at an ice cream place, and it was called Whitey's Ice Cream.
Oh my God.
Nobody thought that was weird, and I worked there for like 2 years.
The name or the fact that you worked there?
No, the name of it.
Oh, the name, yeah.
Yeah, nobody thought that was weird.
Really?
Yeah, now that I live here in Arizona,
so
was like, what?
It's funny you mention that because I'm sure you remember a couple of years back when Illegal Pete's tried to open.
I don't.
You don't?
I haven't been here that long.
Okay, well, all right.
But tell me about it.
You know Illegal Pete's, right?
Yeah, the restaurant.
Yeah. On
Is it pizza?
It's Mexican food.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like a discount Chipotle.
Okay.
Basically. They make the exact same food. But the point is, it's the name, Illegal Pete's. So a lot of people in Tucson were losing their minds over that name. Everyone thought it was the most racist thing ever to name a restaurant Illegal Pete's. So it's actually really, it's just, I put two and two together because you said Whitey's what?
Whitey's Ice Cream.
Whitey's Ice Cream. And I just thought that, I'm like, wow. So that's okay, but illegal, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know what the intention behind that was.
It was just the name.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a really interesting story behind the name Illegal Pete's. But the bottom line is it's just a name.
For a Mexican restaurant. Like, who the hell care?
Yeah. A lot of people care about that stuff, I guess.
If it's good, I would still eat there.
It's really good. It's really good. And I think
try it.
I think that's why nobody, like, after they opened for a little bit, everybody just stopped saying anything, because the people who were criticizing it finally ate the food and like, you know what? This food's all right. I don't want this place to close down.
Yeah.
It's just people are
yeah.
you know people.